If you've ever thought eating healthy used to feel easier than this, you're not imagining it. For a lot of people, it's not that they care less about their health, it's that life has gotten fuller, heavier, and more complex. Today, I want to talk about why eating healthy gets harder over time, and more importantly, what actually fixes it. Because the answer isn't more willpower, and it's definitely not another complicated plan. Hi, I'm Connor Hiebel, and I've been growing microgreens for over a decade. And I've helped thousands of people build simple, realistic ways to grow fresh food at home. Not as a hobby, but as something that actually fits into real life. And if you stay with me until the end, I'll share a small tip that makes habits like this much easier to stick. And what I've seen over and over again is this. People don't stop eating well because they stop caring. They stop because the system gets too heavy. Most people assume that if eating healthy feels hard, something is wrong with them. But what's really happening is life stage pressure. As life changes, so does the mental load. You're not just feeding yourself anymore. You're feeding a family, managing schedules, juggling work and responsibilities, and making decisions all day long. And food becomes one more thing to get right. That pressure adds up. When responsibility increases, food stops being just about preference. It becomes about making sure others are nourished, keeping everyone healthy, stretching time and money, and avoiding waste. Suddenly, just eat better isn't simple because now you're thinking, will they eat this? Will it go bad? Is this actually healthy? Do I have time to prep this? That mental load is exhausting and it's not talked about enough. Here's the part most people miss. Eating healthy doesn't fail because of lack of discipline. It fails because of decision fatigue. By the time food decisions roll around, you've already made hundreds of choices. Your energy is lower and your patience is thinner. So even good intentions get overridden by, I just need something easy. That's not weakness. That's biology and bandwidth. This is why stricter rules don't stick. Perfect meal plans collapse and motivation fades. You can't willpower your way out of a system that creates friction. What actually works is removing decisions, not adding rules. Healthy eating gets easier when the food is already available, the choice is obvious, and the system runs in the background. That's where microgreens come in. Not as a superfood trend, but as a structural fix. Yes, microgreens are nutrient dense, but that's not why they work long term. They work because they give you fewer food decisions, more control over freshness, and less reliance on perfect grocery trips. When food is growing in your home, the decision is already made. You don't have to remember to buy it, worry if it's wilted, or question how fresh it is. It's just there. Think about what changes when you grow microgreens. You always have something fresh to add to meals. You don't need a full recipe overhaul, and you're not starting from zero every time. You sprinkle them on eggs, salads, sandwiches, soups, or my favorite, eat a handful as a snack. It's a small action that quietly improves meals without more thinking. That matters. A lot of people want to eat better, but don't want another system to manage, another thing to fail at, or another demand on their time. Microgreens are different because they grow fast, they don't require daily effort, and they fit into existing meals. They give you control without control issues. When food systems are simple, consistency increases, guilt decreases, and confidence returns. People stop thinking, I need to fix everything, and start thinking, this one thing actually helps. That's how habits stick. I've seen this again and again. The people who succeed aren't the most disciplined. They're the ones who design their environment to support them. When eating healthy feels lighter, people keep going. Here's the secret tip that makes this habit stick for most people. Don't treat microgreens as a special food. Treat them as a background ingredient. The moment people think, I need a special recipe for this, the habit becomes fragile. But when microgreens become something you automatically add, something that lives where you can see it, and something you don't overthink, consistency skyrockets. The easier it feels, the longer it lasts. If this way of thinking resonates, if you want eating better to feel less heavy, not more, I've created a Microgreens Masterclass that walks you through exactly how to set this up simply. Inside, I show you what to buy and what to skip, the easiest greens to start with, how to avoid common beginner mistakes, and how to make this fit into real life. You can find it at ameliaislandmicrogreens.com/101. It's designed for people who want supportive systems, not pressure.